following podcast is rated D for dumb. You're listening to Dumbing It Down with Dave, the fastest podcast on earth. Listen to Dave commute to and from work on the New York State Thruway in his 2008 Kia Rio LX. He talks about pragmatism, truth, happiness, and the search for it all. Join Dave as he asks and tells you how life ought to be. And now, here's Dave.
Oh, that is great. Thank you, Alex Exum from alexexum.com for that great intro. Hey, folks, you want to join me and Alex in doing a Dumbing It Down with Dave episode? For a minute there, it sounded like you needed to think about it. I don't want to have to press buttons to make you guys react all the time. I want this to be a little bit realistic. Well, anyway, folks, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 105, otherwise known as 105. Wow, that's fantastic. You know, the further I get away from 100, the more I forget what a colossal failure, my plans were. And I use the word colossal because it sounds like a great word. It wasn't that colossal, but, to me, not to anybody else. But the further and further we get away, the easier it is to sort of put that behind me, the fact that I didn't do what I wanted to do for episode 100 and so on. But, as they say, I don't know what they say, but they say something that has to do with the fact that I didn't get to do what I wanted to do for episode 100 and 101 and 102, but I did end up on Mile High Radio. So that's an interesting trade-off there. Mile High, HI Radio, milehighhiradio.com, where you can hear me every Monday. I think 11 p.m. Eastern. Have we covered that? 11 a.m. in the morning, 11 a.m. I never really see myself as a morning guy, but I don't do that. Hey, how you doing? It's 11 a.m. in the morning. Here you are on Mile High Radio. Hey. Now, actually, that sounds very Dangerfield. There's no respect here in the morning. Whatever. So, Mile High, HIRadio.com. Thanks to Lynn Brunette and for discovering me. And I'm syndicated now. And the great Bobby Aguarente, who owns the station, from what I understand, took it over when it was at its worst. It was at the bottom. The place was falling apart. People living there. It was horrible. Bobby took these people and gave them a place to work, fed them, gave them blankets, Reese's Pieces creamer packets. Just, I don't know if he threw it at them, but kind of like, hey, And then the people were like, oh my God, we'd love to work here. It's all right. And they cleaned the place up. They got a whole bunch, realigned the schedule and all that, fixed the tower. And now they're like one of the best radio stations. You got to go to the website. I don't want to say the wrong thing. They won some awards. That's pretty good. You win awards. Mile High, HIRadio.com. Good job there, Bobby and Lynn. Bobby for the station and Lynn for going out around the world and discovering great talent. And somehow she found me. That's it. We had a nice conversation last night over the Facebook Messenger. She said some nice things. I never get tired of that. Although it is uncomfortable. Over the internet, I don't mind compliments. Over the internet. In person, it's very hard. It's like, all right, be quiet. Stop. Don't say nice things to me, guys. That only means bad things are coming. Right? Isn't that like every movie? Every VH1 behind the scenes, right? Oh, they number one record. But nobody knew what was about to happen next. Like, of course. You can only be number one for so long. You can only get compliments for so long. Everything eventually comes to an end. I dread that. I mean, can I live in the moment and enjoy the roses? No, not really. I guess not. I was about to say, yeah, I could, but I don't know. I think I always go, when's the other shoe going to drop? This cannot last long. None of my friendships do. All my relationships end up going south, which is how I ended episode 104. I was talking about my friends. And maybe we'll get to that this episode. I don't really have a plan. I just know that my plan is I want to do another half-hour show. 104, 105. The thing about being on Mile High Radio, milehighhiradio.com, is that I have to do an hour's worth of entertainment every week. But I could give them whatever show I want and then supplement that with an oldie, a repeat, which to the people at Mile High, HIRadio.com, they don't know it's a repeat because they never heard it before. But I like the fact that this is forcing me Right now, well, actually, today I do like it. Next week I'll hate it. I'll be like, I don't want to do another show. I have nothing to say. I almost said I don't have anything to say. I have nothing to say. I don't want to talk to anybody. I want to be alone. I get angry in the car. Like I said last week, sometimes if you drive by my car, back in the day before podcasting, I'd be talking to myself like a lunatic. I should have been on one of those medicines that has the letter Z in it, and oid or ide or oxum or something, or whatever. But then I found Spreaker, and I talked into the bottom of the phone. So before, you used to drive by my car and see me talking to myself, and I was a crazy person. And then I got my phone, my smartphone. Believe me, I was not one of the first to get a smartphone. I heard the Spreaker commercials. I signed up for their minimum deal. I got myself a podcast, Dumbing It Down with Dave. Next thing you know, I'm talking into the bottom of the phone. Now, I'm having a conversation. If you're driving by, you go, oh, he's not crazy. He's a little angry, and he's talking into the bottom of his phone. But if I told you I was doing a podcast, you drive by and go, oh, look at that guy. Well, you wouldn't know I was doing a podcast, but you would say, oh, he's being very creative. That's what happens. I think they should give, I don't want to say homeless. I think they should give people with mental, is it still political? I don't care. Mental problems. I was about to say, is it politically correct or incorrect to say mental problems? Issues, handicaps, handicapables, brain busters, people with brain busters, brain blisters. Anyway, headaches. Are we going to dilute mental illness down to headaches? Make it 2 words? Yeah, these people who have headaches. I think we give all these people recording devices. I think it would be a fantastic experiment. What do you think? If we went and found these people that walk the streets of New York or anywhere, they don't have to walk the streets. They can sit on a couch. They can swing from a tree for all I care. And give them a recording device. Give it 2 buttons. No special effects. Green button, go, record. Red button, stop. And just give them a chance to do podcasts. Say, listen, guys, you put together a nice little thing. We'll put it on the internet. People all over the world will hear it. I think that should be a nice little community. What do you call those things? Involvement things that MileHighHIRadio.com could do. Let's get together. Let's get a GoFundMe, right? Or kickstart my butt, whatever. And we'll get these recording devices. Simple. Very simple. Green for go, red for stop. And we'll get 100 of them. And we'll find 100 of the most head-ached people, in the United States. And we'll give an experiment. Like a month. If they don't break them, we take them back, severely disinfect them, and then give them to another person with head aches, brain blisters or whatever, and see what they do, see what they come up with. You might find there might be a great. You remember that guy they found in the street, the homeless sound guy, the guy who talked, "Hey, how you doing?" Whatever that guy was, the voiceover guy, the commercial guy that they found as a homeless guy, and then they got him off the streets. Everything was going great, and then he screwed everything up. I don't know where he is now, so maybe it's not such a great idea. But listen, we're not here to rehabilitate. We. No. Anyway, it's not to rehabilitate these people, but wouldn't it be a fascinating experiment? Say, hey, here you go, buddy. Here you go, sweetheart. Well, can you say sweetheart? What are you allowed to say anymore? Patient number 1, you take down their information, and you say, hey, here you go. If they throw it against the wall and they break it, then that guy, never again. Give that guy a Spalding ball. Maybe he'll play handball instead. That's what you do. So if they take a recording device and they throw it against the wall and smash it, the next thing you do is forget it. That guy's not podcast material, but he might be ball off the wall material. Give him a ball. Maybe he likes racquetball, but if he takes the racket and throws it against the wall, then just let him play handball. Because what is he going to do? Throw his hand against? No, he's got the ball, Spalding or a sponge ball. Sponge balls are softer. Does everybody in the world know what a sponge ball is, or do you have to grow up in Brooklyn to know that? I don't know. I'm so far removed from that existence. All right. So what else? If somebody tries to eat it, all right. Well, obviously not podcast material, but maybe we should enter that person in the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. Maybe one of these people out there is the best challenger. I think his name is Joey Chestnut. Is that his name? The guy that keeps on winning the Nathan's hot dog contest? Okay. If a guy takes the recording device and doesn't do podcasts and shoves it up his rectum, then I don't care if you take it away from him or not. And I don't think it's really disinfectable at that point. Disinfectable? Absolutely. On March 9th, that became a word. Disinfectable. But I think we might want to consider, putting together a tasteful gay porn. I mean, if you're a person with a headache, mental issues, I can't go on with this charade. Charade. And you're just sucking, you're siphoning, sucking money out of the system because we have to take care of you. By the way, if you are one of these people and you're listening, I assume a lot of my audience are these people. Like there's a loudspeaker. Remember One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? Like there's a loudspeaker. Well, I just aged myself. I just lost. Well, maybe not. All my audience. What did he say? One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? What is that? I think it was a Broadway show. And then it became a movie with Jack Nicholson and Danny DeVito and the guy who plays Jim from Taxi. Was there anybody else in it? Yeah, there was a couple of other people. You've seen their faces. I don't know their names. But anyway, I picture that somewhere there's a loudspeaker up in the corner or whatever, up on the wall, and Dumbing It Down with Dave is playing. And every time I come on, when they hear the bell ring, these guys jump up and down like chimpanzees. They lose their their stuff right out their rear ends, and they just start flinging their poop all over the room. They have a poop fling fest because Dumbing It Down with Dave. Once I hear that bell, that'd be great to see. That would bring me joy to know that I have an effect on those people. So anyway, I think this would be great. Yeah, I have this image that my voice is coming out of a loudspeaker. So what do you think, guys? Lynn, Bobby, our audience, is this a good idea? We'll do a startup kick fund, and we'll get money for 100 recording devices, and we'll give them out. We might not get all 100 back, but maybe we'll just let them keep it. Maybe they'll be so cheap we'll let them keep it, and they'll just be regulars. Maybe we'll have Mile High 2, Mile High Earth. Yeah, another filled with these people, a whole subculture. And if we don't get podcasters, we might get hot dog eaters. We might get spoiled. We might get a baseball pitcher, right? We might get the next gay porn star. And it would be a very tasteful porn, by the way. No nudity and all that. Just for this. There would be a reason. I don't know what reason you would want to shove something up your rear side. But to each his own. We don't judge here at Dumbing It Down with Dave. All right, you know what? I really think this would be a good time for a breather. It's a little early. Is it early? I can't see the counter. I think looks like 13 minutes. You know what? Normally I wait till 20 minutes. But let's do it now. Let's just get it over with. We'll do a breather, and then we'll get back to whatever important topics I was discussing. All right. I had no idea that was going to come out of my head. I just got in the car. I really was. I had other things in my head, but you never know with Dumbing It Down with Dave. That's the beauty of the show. Totally not scripted, folks. And the not scripted part is also not scripted. I don't script non-script. Some people script non-script. I don't even do that. Every so often, I will let you know that I have a piece of paper with bullet points. I've only done that a couple of times, and I don't even know if those are my best shows. I don't know if I even have best shows. That's why you never see the best of Dumbing It Down with Dave. Anyway, here we go. We're going to do a breather. You know how that works? Let me tell you how it works if you're new to the show. Oh, God. It always feels like it's going to be a disaster. We take a breather break. I don't have any sponsors. I don't have any ads. And even if I did, I still might do a breather because it's good for you. It's good to stop. Just stop for a second. Stop talking. Stop. Relax. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. As deep as possible. 3 consecutive breaths. And when you are done inhaling, you hold it. Each time you inhale more, each time you hold it a little bit longer. And on the last one, we hope to inhale the most, hold it the longest, and make it hurt to the point where you go, ow! Like you really want to feel that rib cage, like at its maximum stretch. If you should get dizzy, stop driving and or stop breathing. That might be a good idea. Very rarely will anybody tell you to stop breathing. In this particular case, I would suggest one of those, at least two choices, to stop driving or stop breathing. If you're on the treadmill, stop walking, stop treading. If you're just sitting there, on a chair, you might want to get down on the floor for this. I don't know. I'm a little concerned. You probably should check with a doctor. I can't wait right now for you to get an answer. So I'm just going to do it. You opt in or opt out. That's the beauty of Dumbing It Down with Dave. You can opt in and out as much as you want. All right, so clear your nose. Just do a little check. It's like drag racing when they burn the tires before they actually race. Oh, it feels... all right, whatever. Stop. Okay, here we go. Ready? 3 deep breaths. Go. Again, I surprised myself. I really didn't think I had that in me. I know this sounds ridiculous, but folks, you got to listen to some older shows. I couldn't do that. I'm really feeling it. I don't know if you can hear it. All right, number 2. Ready? It's not about me. It's about you. I hope you're... Are you okay? All right. I got a little nervous there. I wasn't sure. All right. Hold on to something for this one because we're going to get deeper. We're going to hold it longer. Ready? Go. Oh my God. Wow. This is fantastic. This is the only joy I had all week, I think. All right. Last one. Deepest breath, biggest hold, most pain. Boy, does that sound enticing, huh? Yeah, Dave, we really want to do that. All right. Biggest, deepest breath, longest hold, most pain. Go. Oh my God. Oh, jeez. Okay, congratulations. Good job. That was 3. Oh my God. I felt like I felt like in those movies when they have earthquakes and you see the ground sort of move, like when Bugs Bunny would dig a tunnel. I kind of felt my ribs kind of like when you take your fingers and you slide them on a piano, or whatever. That's how I felt my ribs do. I felt they all kind of just moved a little bit. Man, that's great. I know it sounds crazy. I'm very excited about me taking these breaths. If I can isolate the sound from my older breaths and play it before or after these breaths, I think you'd all be surprised. Anyway, hey guys, Mile High, HiRadio.com. If you're listening on a Monday, can you do me a favor? I really would appreciate it. It's really nice to know you. It's nice to meet you. I hope you enjoy meeting me and knowing me and listening to the 1 hour of Dumbing It Down with Dave every Monday. If you could just quickly or slowly, really at any rate of speed that makes you comfortable. Are you a tweeter? Can you tweet? Can you tweet at Dumb with Dave? D-U-M-B with Dave. Not 3 times, just the 1 time. At Dumb with Dave. Could you just tweet me? Say, hey, I'm listening. You want to include Mile High in there? What's their thing? At Mile High Radio, probably Mile. I don't know. Look it up. Go to the website. I'm sorry. I should know that. I'll know that for next time. I'm sorry, Lynn. Sorry, Bobby. I'll know that for next time. At Mile High Radio and tweet me at Dumb with Dave. That's it. Just say, hey, I'm listening, or something. Just something to indicate that you heard this message. I can't give you any. I can't say, I'll give you $1. I can't say it's going to make you happy. It's really, I can't. I just would appreciate it to know. I have no idea how many of you are listening, but let's just say, for instance, there's 15,000 people listening. If 1% of you tweet at Dumb with Dave, or you could go to Spreaker.com and look for Dumbing It Down with Dave and comment in there and say that you heard me on Mile High, or you listened to Mile High, but you just wanted to stop by and say hello. You could also email me. most people don't like emails anymore. I stopped begging for emails 2 years now. I gave up on emails. Dumbing It Down with Dave at yahoo.com. Dumbing It Down with Dave. Sounds like a long name, but once it's saved, you just copy and paste every time. Dumbing It Down with Dave at yahoo.com. Just really short. Hey, I'm listening on my radio. That's it. Hey, I took a breather with you. I enjoyed it. Whatever. I mean, I don't want to tell you what to say. Be organic about it. Copy and paste something. Send me a picture of yourself. All right. Send me a picture of you listening to the Mile High Radio, Dumbing It Down with Dave on your phone, or with your dog, with your kids, on your walk, in your car, hanging from a tree, flinging poop at each other. Whatever. I just trying to get an idea who's out there. That's all. And why. And where. If the more information you give, that's entirely up to you. You can totally be anonymous. You can make up a name. I don't care. Doesn't matter. Just be interesting to hear from you, right? I mean, you don't have to have a relationship. I might write you back. Do you want me to write you back? I'll write you back. I'll talk to you. Are you lonely? You got questions? You want to ask me a question? You want advice? I got very good pragmatic advice. I'm not licensed at anything. My life is a total disaster, but I'm very good at giving advice. That's funny. I just realized that. My life is a total S-fest, but I like giving advice. Somehow I see your life way more clearly than I see my life. Is that true for a lot of people? I think that's true for a lot of people. Was I supposed to be talking about something right now? Did I promise you something? All right, yeah. At Dumbing It Down with Dave. At Dumb with Dave, or Dumbing It Down with Dave at yahoo.com. Or I guess info at Mile High Radio. Say, hey guys, you got to get this guy off the air. You can say that too. Even if it's not true, just send somebody a letter. Say, hey guys, you got get him off the air. We don't want this New York Yankee on the radio anymore. Whatever. This guy's nuts. This guy's not making any sense. You're wasting my time. You gave him an hour? What are you, crazy? All right. 22 minutes? Wow. All right, so we got 8 minutes to go. Was I talking about Friends? Did I say I was going to talk about Friends? Is this episode 105? There we go. Let's talk about Friends. You have any friends? You have good friends? Do you have friends? If you're I know I got podcasters listening. Do you have friends that really support you? If you're an artist, if you're a writer, if you're a painter, you're a sculptor, maybe you make soap. I know somebody that makes soap. I'd like her to make more soap, and I'd like to sell her soap. It's a very nice bar, the way she does it. Remember Zest was a little crazy? That was like the crazy green bar with white stripes. She makes something way more artful than that. And it's clean. It's not as abrasive as Zest. But it's very nice. I don't care about soap. But my wife brought it home one day. I went, oh, look at this. Nice. Whatever. Sometimes I'm in touch with my inner gay. You know what I'm talking about? Every so often I get a little flamboyant. Like, you know what? I like this color. You know what? I like the soap. I don't get all effeminate. I don't know why I just did that. But I get a little relaxed. I go, oh, I like that soap. I find joy in that soap. I can't smell it because I don't have a sense of smell. But I like the way it looks. And then I use it. I don't have show soap. You have show soap? I don't do show soap. Fake soap, the soap that looks like a fish, or why do people do that? Whatever. I get it. I don't really, but I get it. I get why you would do it. I don't get why I would do that. If it's soap, we're washing hands. So, if you're creative, I'm curious about your friends. Because I have the worst friends in the world. And I am very close and very tempted. And I have been for a long time. I forgot who it was that talked me out of it. Somebody talked me out of it. Where I was going to go on the show and go down the list of my friends. No last names. Whatever. No last names. But just talk about our friendship and how they failed me in life. And how they failed to support Dumbing It Down with Dave, and most recently, Dave's Fit Life. I have very little friend support. You'll see comments from Mark. And Mark is a friend. But I have to say I put Mark in a different category because Mark is really a friend that I met at work. He no longer works with me. He no longer lives in New York State. But we've stayed in touch. And he really took a little training. He took a lot of training. Oh no, you're like everybody else. Oh, the internet. I don't know what the. Oh, I have Netflix, but that's what he sounds like. He doesn't I don't know. Share. I like her music, but I don't know. Whatever. He's just not that savvy. He's not on Facebook. Thank God for him. He doesn't do the Instagram thing. He's just useless to me. In that respect, I want to preface by saying, in the social media aspect of things, he's kind of useless. Except he does comment on my YouTube. Yeah, I know he's going to write it note. This is useless. Yeah, I don't sound like that. Anyway, but yeah, he writes things, and it's nice, and I know he listens. It took a lot of work to get him to understand how the internet works. He's not even an old guy. He's like in his 40s. But he's so unknowledgeable about the internet. That's what's good about porn. I got to tell you, you know how a couple of weeks ago I was talking about Anita Bryant and how she, even though she had her issues and her whatever, she showed me how to live life. Because she said, orange juice isn't for breakfast anymore. I was like, yeah, she's right. Shame about the thing that she feels about homosexuals. That's kind of interesting that, you can't even have a homosexual in the morning anymore. She thinks homosexuals are bad all day long. But oranges you can have any time of the day. So she likes one fruit, but dislikes the other ones. Hey, where's that button? Well, if you're listening to the show for the first time, I got to tell you, I'm only kidding. I didn't mean to refer to oranges as gay. So, Mark took a lot of work, and there are times I think still he goes, whatever. But he comments and he listens, and he's a friend, but not the friends I grew up with and went to high school with and all that other stuff. To me, those are like those friends. Linda comments all the time, every show. I'm pretty sure every show. Linda, I think, actually listens and comments. She'll comment all throughout the show. And I don't really comment that much on her show, Awesome Insanity Surfers. I try, but it's hard when I'm driving a truck and she does like 3 or 4 different skits during the show, and I can't keep up. But she knows I like Zartran and I like all these other characters. I can't remember half the characters. I'm not good with that. I watched Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. No, I read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. All 5 books of the trilogy. And I don't know one character. Ford Prefect or whatever? I don't know. And then I watched that show on TV. The, Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. I think I know which one is Dirk. I don't know the rest of them. I watch the show every week, every season. They're on season 2, season 3 coming up. I don't know the characters' names. I watch Big Bang, Sheldon and Leonard. All right, there's Amy, Wolowitz. Does he have a first name? Russell? I don't know. Michael? Kafrapouli? I don't know. Raj? Right? There's Amy Farrah Fawcett Majors or something? Are there 2 Amy's? Or 1 Amy? I don't know. Do I know them all? Oh, and what's Kaylee Cuoco's name? I can't remember her name. Sheldon and Leonard and the blonde. I don't remember her name. Is she Amy too? Are all the girls named Amy? I don't remember her name. Brenda? I don't know. I'm not good with that. It's hard for me to keep up. So it's not just Awesome Insanity Surfers, it's Big Bang Theory. Oh, wow. Where are we? 28 minutes? Oh, we got to get going here. Yeah, my friends are the worst. My friends from Brooklyn, just the worst. Nobody knows how to share the show. They don't know how to comment on it. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to do. Even the guys at my job that flipped out. Like, somebody got notified by Facebook. One of the guys, he no longer works here. He just recently left. But he got notified by Facebook that I do a podcast or something. And then, hold on a second. Is this 29 minutes and 20 seconds? I don't want to, go over. I definitely don't want to go over. Oh, yeah, 29 minutes and 30 seconds. We're still recording? Yeah, we are. Yeah, the guys at my job that tell me that they like the show, I never see their comments. They don't share. They don't do anything. I don't know why people that listen to the show have a hard time sharing and commenting and reposting and all that other stuff. All I know is this. This is the time for me to say goodbye, good day, good night, good luck, good riddance, good rats, great skills. I left one out. Too bad. See you later.